I'm Richard Gellis. I'm the Dean of the School of Social Policy and Practice at the University of Pennsylvania and co-faculty director of the Field Center for Children's Policy, Practice, and Research.
I'm Debra Schilling Wolfe, and I'm the executive director of the Field Center for Children's Policy, Practice, and Research at the University of Pennsylvania. Dean Gellis, the Pennsylvania legislature convened a task force on child protection in response to this Sandusky case where a number of young boys were sexually abused and clearly brought out some flaws in the child welfare system in Pennsylvania. And the chair of the task force, Bucks County District Attorney David Heckler, used a quote from your testimony to frame the work that they did. Can you share a little bit why you think that was such an important piece?
There was a lot of emotion around the case. There had been at least 2 instances where suspicions that Jerry Sandusky was molesting boys on the Penn State campus had occurred, and the reports really never made their way to the proper authorities. You know, in the last 15 to 20 years, the victims of sexual abuse have been very, very vocal about the fact that they were not protected by existing laws, that their cases were not properly investigated, that offenders were not properly pursued. When David asked me to testify in Harrisburg, I began by saying, look, more important than anything else, keep in mind that your recommendations have to be framed in terms of, if we do this, will it improve the protection of children?
That's such a good point, because I think immediately after the Sandusky scandal broke, many legislatures filed bills, some of which were really ill-advised, that did not ultimately serve to protect children, but really served to address the public outcry for something to be done. And they really didn't look at the unintended consequences of some of this legislation.
You know, Sandusky, by law in Pennsylvania, is not a sex abuser. That case really couldn't be pursued in the child welfare system.